So this morning, after I did everything I needed to do, I open up the X app on my phone. The first thing that comes across my screen, lo and behold, is Candace Owens going retweet, fire emoji. Thank you, Megyn Kelly, for clarifying that Ben Shapiro quite literally lied to your face and to your audience about my words. Rarely in politics do you see someone lie so brazenly in an effort to morally blackmail someone into their position. Trying to equate questioning Turning Point USA employees about their verifiable lies to accusing Erica Kirk of murdering her own husband is a vile and obvious attempt to shut down further investigation, and it will not work. So this is what Megyn Kelly had to say defending Candace Owens over what Ben Shapiro said. If you guys remember, over the weekend, Megyn Kelly hosted Tucker Carlson one day, and the next day it was Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro went off and said that Candace Owens has been accusing people left, right, and center, including Erica Kirk, of killing her own husband, which is not untrue. But here is what Megyn Kelly had to say.
Behind the murder of Charlie, which I had not heard, and I was taken aback because that seems like something I would have heard. It's so crazy. And I have since learned it is not true. Candace has not made that claim. And in fact, I've now seen several clips of Candace specifically defending Erica Kirk and saying she would never make a claim like that about Erica, and that she is open-minded to other people at Turning Point. That's obvious. She's been making that point. I had heard that point. But she's specifically been defending Erica Kirk, and she's been saying she does not think that of Erica. And in fact, if you read her comments, she's under pressure to make comments about Erica. And so far, what I've seen, she hasn't. So thank you for that question.
But the thing is, Megyn, Candace did allude and did accuse certain people, especially within Turning Point USA, and then the tweet of everyone betrayed Charlie Kirk. The insinuation was there. So, yes, Ben Shapiro came out and said directly that she's been saying that, which is not entirely true, but he wasn't not right, because she has been insinuating, she has been alluding to it, and you can say something indirectly. You can allude to it or lead people there, which is exactly what Candace Owens has been doing for quite some time. Very plainly, in fact, Megyn is only talking Candace up because she's afraid. She is afraid to lash out at a 800-pound gorilla. And she did say in the video that she's been questioning other people in Turning Point. That much is true. So I'm sorry, Megyn, but questioning? Are you for real? She hasn't been questioning anyone, but according to Candace, she goes questioning Turning Point USA employees about their verifiable lies. What verifiable lies? What evidence have you provided that verifies such lies exactly? I don't think I have seen any. Have you guys seen any verifiable lies? All I've been seeing is Turning Point USA come out if Candace Owens makes some crazy accusation, and they're coming out and debunking all of her claims. So to me, it seems like Candace Owens is trying to be this provocateur and this arbiter of truth, but there is no truth that she has been saying at all. She hasn't shown us text messages that were recent of Charlie Kirk between her and him. There were text messages from 2018, for goodness sake. Nothing recent. And then apparently, according to her, that she equates accusing people in Turning Point USA and attacking them, she equates that to just questioning. I'm just asking questions, guys. And to think that Megyn Kelly, of all people, man, would come out in her defense, it's actually disgusting. Now, you can't tell me that Megyn Kelly, for all of this time, has been going, I don't know what Candace Owens has been doing, but the only time she actually investigates, it's been all over X, for goodness sake, but the only time she investigates is after Ben Shapiro says Candace Owens has been saying that Erica Kirk is involved in her husband's killing. That's the only thing that drew her attention because she's like, oh, that's crazy. But then all the other things that Kenny Owens has been saying is not crazy. I mean, what is happening? In Megyn Kelly's very own words, she thinks that Tucker Carlson is an 800-pound gorilla that she doesn't want to fight with because Tucker is her friend. So she doesn't want to criticize him or call him out. And I think the exact same thing is going on with Candace Owens. She does not want to start a proverbial war, in her opinion, because her fight is not with anyone on the right, except when you're Ben Shapiro. Except when you go, oh, I need to call out Ben Shapiro for supposedly lying. But he didn't lie. Sure, he didn't word things properly. He could have said, oh, Kenny Owens has been alluding or leading people on to believe that Erica Kirk and her very own audience members have been saying that Erica Kirk did it. Now, this whole defense that Kenny Owens has been supposedly making in defense of Erica Kirk, are you kidding me? Another lie. But now Kenny Owens has been painting herself into a corner with this Erica Kirk thing. She's specified a couple of times now that Erica Kirk has two roles, a grieving widow and CEO, and that she, Candace, would have advised Erica to not take on the latter one, being the CEO. And she's explicitly said that criticism of Erica is in the latter one is acceptable. So she's laying the groundwork for criticizing her directly. And every time she criticizes a turning point, she is criticizing her indirectly. But her fans want more aggressive and direct criticism because that is what they've been conditioned towards. So this person goes, your loyalty to Erica is admirable, but a lot of us feel that if anyone else in this situation was behaving in the way Erica has been, you call them out. You've called people out for less, Candace. Love your show. Exactly. And you've got this dingbat, Stu Peters, that Kenny Owens is more than likely listening to as well, that has been attacking left, right, and center Erica Kirk, making up these crazy claims, and Candace believes him. Candace listens and watches this guy as well. So do many people in Candace's audience. It's crazy. And Britta goes, I can't stop laughing at the self-unawareness of the highlighted bit. Rarely in politics do you see someone lie. You kidding me? You must not be very, very smart at all, Candace. Like, you are the epitome of a dingbat. Like, seriously, if you think rare in politics do you see someone lie, you've got to be kidding me. So brazenly in an effort to morally blackmail someone into their position. I don't know if you're being sarcastic there, but if you really think that that doesn't happen and occur in politics, maybe you need to look into politics a little bit more because, hell, it happens. You are lying left, right, and center about so many things, especially when it comes to Charlie Kirk. Jackie goes, it's pretty amazing, but not for the reasons you say, Glenn, because Glenn Greenwald thought that Megyn Kelly attacking Ben Shapiro and saying that Ben Shapiro lied and she's in defense of Kenny Owens. Like, I think people need to do a little bit more digging, and I think I'm very upset at Megyn. I really am, because this entire time she's not bothered at all to look into what's been going on with Kenny Owens. And the only time she does is when Ben brings it up and says that Candace has been accusing Erica Kirk of lying. And not just that, killing Charlie. So it's amazing that Megyn now admits she's heard Candace's statements about Turning Point. She's been feigning ignorance for quite some time. It's amazing she's so casual about it, as if Erica is the only one. It's wrong to impugn. It's amazing that she's pretending Candace has been defending Erica when she's been criticizing her for everything from ignoring a cover-up to participating in photo shoots. And Ann Devan Speaks goes, I'm so completely done with Megyn Kelly. Candace absolutely did allude to the fact that Erica Kirk killed her own husband. That did not just come from Ben Shapiro, but from thousands who saw that very specific clip. To go further and say that Candace defended Erica, that is just absurd. God only knows what is happening behind the scenes, but I do not for a second believe that Candace Camp was not somehow involved in issuing threats. Maybe she has something on Megyn. I don't know. None of this is genuine. None of this is organic. Megyn Kelly is a coward. I agree with what Ant Event Speaks is saying right there. And Ant, if you're watching this, mate, well done. I can see that too. It's strange to me how all of a sudden she's now gone and investigated Candace Owens, and then she's coming in full defense of Candace Owens and not actually going after any of the other horrible things that she's been saying. Maybe she should do like a little bit more of an investigation and see the kind of claims that she's been making. And you can't tell me that Megyn Kelly has not seen any of it over on X, because it's been on X for ages, man. So many people, big people, I might add, have been sharing it. Megyn Kelly has famously said she didn't watch Candace and isn't familiar with what she's been saying. This is from Ariane Wexler. I already found that hard to believe. Megyn monitors Twitter and the clips are everywhere. But more than that, anyone watching knows that Candace spends her episodes intimidating exactly who she's referring to while holding just a short saying, just holding short of saying a name explicitly, so she has plausible deniability. So, in one sense, she knows what she's doing, and in the other sense, she doesn't. One sense, she knows that if I was to say a name, someone directly, then that gives them grounds for suing, except for Seth Dillon, Josh Hammer, and all those other people that she's been accusing directly. And I would have a guess or imagine that, well, they're going to sue her. And I hope they do for defamation. It's quite sick, especially since Seth Dillon had someone threaten his life recently. Clarification only seems important to Megyn for select people. If she wants to run for cover for the lies and devise dark souls of Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, then she can make her own bed with them. Again, I agree. So when it comes down to lying sociopaths or psychopaths and narcissists like Candace Owens, and then you have Megyn Kelly defending her, just doesn't seem right to me at all. I don't know about you guys that are watching this, but it just does not sit right one bit. And I'm very, for someone like Megyn who does her research or claims that she does her research, who more than likely has a much bigger team than Candace Owens does, it's like you're starting to see a very, very interesting shift. And it's not on accident either, is it? Not on accident. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.